job is definitely not worth $11.05 a year.
Here's something off the request line from Liberty Island.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
We gotta squeeze some New Year's juice from you, Big Apple.
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
Ghostbusters Radio Live.
I know this is kind of slimy. Feel it. You know what I'm saying?
We're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Oh, never a dull moment
Round two.
with technology. Jake and I are going to be sharing a mic, but the show must go on. Jake, how are you doing?
Jake, don't do that. It's not funny.
That's not a fun joke. What's up?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to celebrate Ghostbusters and talk on the radio live.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the show. So this is what we're going to be doing here. This is going to be a little janky for a first episode, but you know what? It's fine. First of all, Jacob, you're in our home. That's not where you're normally at.
Yeah, well, I just decided today maybe I'd come up to Atlanta. There's a toy show, so
Mhm.
I am in town. It's weird doing this, and you're
I'm right here.
Oh,
Hi. Look,
you're
here we
right,
go.
you're right
Oh,
here. So
Cool. So here's here's what this is all about, folks. So basically, with all the Ghostbusters news, rumors, speculation that's going to be happening over the next several months and year as we get into this production of Ghostbusters Firehouse, not Hell's Kitchen. It's Firehouse.
nope.
Confirmed.
breaking news.
Yeah.
It's not Hell's Kitchen.
It's not Hell's
Mhm.
Kitchen. And what we're going to do is, YHS podcast will still remain the same. You'll still have it on the podcast feed every week, but every other week, starting off bi-weekly until things really, really get going, you'll join us here on Thursday nights. We'll have a live stream, 45 minutes, hour and a half. We'll have some special guests. We'll have some giveaways. Abigail,
Yeah.
we'll have a fun time.
I can't wait. I'm already excited for this. I think every other week is perfect. We already have such a great community that's been with us since like 2016, and it's nice to have some of those people, familiar faces, come back in the chat, and then just the regular crew. I'm so pumped. Yeah, this is a good time to be alive and be a Ghostbusters fan.
Absolutely. And it's not like we don't live stream 15 times a week. So of course the debut of this iteration of YHS has to have technical difficulties. But let me go ahead and introduce everybody. If you're new to what we do here at YHS, Jacob Walsh, like Abby just said, we've been doing this literally for 7 years. How are you feeling?
I just feel like this is a really weird episode of Mandatory Mando, and I'm not sure how many credits I give this episode, but I feel pretty good, and it feels good to be talking about Ghostbusters again. And it's not as if we have never not talked about it, but just the fact that we're about to ramp up again to something that we didn't think was going to happen in the first place, and now we're like going around for another ride it feels good.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So what we'll do tonight is we'll kind of, tonight will be kind of a soft launch. We'll catch everybody up on where we are with the new movie.
Mhm.
You good?
Yeah, the lighting gets better the closer you get.
Wow.
Why
It's
don't
like-
you? Oh, you know
down
what?
here, but if you get close,
There you go. By the way, Tony Taylor in the chat. We're going to say hi to the chat in just a moment. It would not be an episode of YHS without some major technical malfunctions. This is-
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what we're doing.
I'm still wondering if they can even hear me. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, how's Jake's audio?
I don't hear myself in the headphones, so I don't know if there's any.
Yeah.
I personally only hear you from like your vocals.
You don't hear me through the
Hey guys, it only matters if they can.
Yeah, let's make sure they can hear
Okay.
You let us know.
Can
let us
you
know.
hear Jake?
I'll take these off.
We'll just start screaming at each other from across the room. I see, and I don't even know. I do have a feeling that the audio is pretty bad right now. So we're going to just keep going, and we are going to get through this tonight. What we'll do, guys, tonight, we're not going to go super long. We really wanted this to be kind of a debut refresher. Oh, that sucks. Okay, thank you, Davey. Thank you. Try talking into the mic.
Well, it's way over there.
There it is.
Just share. Be a man. Share a mic. Share a screen.
Now I'm in the mic and I'm out of. All right, this is so fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is what we'll do, guys. We'll get into some of the news that's been going on over the last couple of weeks. But I think I want to say hi to Abigail. What
Thank
I'm going
you.
to do right now
Thank
is
you.
I'm going to say hi to Abigail.
Because I was never acknowledged on
You were
Toy
never
Anxiety,
acknowledged, and I'm
so-
going to try to do one last stitch fix of this audio. I'm going to kill my camera though to do that. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys talk.
I'll say hi.
Abby, you run the show.
Yeah, first of all, let's say happy birthday to Jake. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's still going strong. Yeah, we're celebrating actually Craig's birthday this weekend. We're going to be going to Toylanta. So for those of you in the chat who have mentioned it, that you're going to be there, we will see you. It will be fun. Tomorrow's going to be like a big night. I'm excited. We might be like getting a booth. There's talk of booth.
Oh, I think we're deciding that instead of just going to see the toys and buy toys, maybe we're just gonna fucking sell. some
Yeah,
toys.
we were like, let's sell
We're gonna
some shit.
sell some of Craig's collection at the toy show tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna be very successful. If anything, I get to sit down and like watch people come to the table, which I've never really had that experience. So I'm really excited for that.
Hey, Will, can you guys hear that?
Yeah, do you just want to be like not
I
visible?
want to know if the crowd can hear this.
Can you guys hear Craig?
Can you hear Craig?
Say something if you hear Craig.
Say something if it doesn't sound like anything.
Say something audibly to yourselves if you guys can hear.
Yeah,
Craig.
write it down and then mail us.
Davey, I think he's already sold all of his Origins. I think it's gone.
Yeah, like right now
Origins
we're going to
is
be
out the
selling
door. I don't even think it exists here anymore.
scraps. Yeah, but they're going to be good, so you should
No,
all show up.
they could not hear you through that mic.
All right,
Well,
well,
We'll just do this.
we'll just do this. Okay, so hi everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. So let's just go ahead and get into it. We had a giveaway plan for tonight, but I'm gonna punt it to next week because I don't want to it's a really good giveaway. I want to make sure we do this the right way for this this debut episode. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and talk about what has been going on. What do we know so far about Ghostbusters Firehouse? We know that they've been in pre-production in London,
Yeah.
England. That's a whole other country. Let's talk about that. It's very far. Let's talk about that for a second. Everyone's just like, just get together. Come on.
That's what they want. Just
Just
kiss.
squeeze
Just
together.
make the two G.I. Joes kiss.
It just killed us.
How about this?
It sucks so bad.
Yeah.
How about if we do double both of us?
I hate
We-
this.
How's this?
Oh my
I've
God.
never wanted
Twins.
to end something.
Quadruplets. Well, we have to decide.
guys
Are we
like
gonna
this?
stick it out? Do we all want to stick it out, or do we want to come
Craig.
back?
Now, Craig, if you look into this camera,
Yeah.
but I'll look into this camera,
Yeah.
and then we both use this microphone.
Hey,
This is the
there's
way to
4
go.
of you.
I'm having an internal meltdown. Here,
We're
kill
officially
your
a party
camera.
at a restaurant.
Kill your camera.
Shut it off.
Shut it down.
They would
Shut
add
these all
gratuity
down.
to us.
All right. We'll just get the fuck out of there. You can leave that part up. Okay, we'll just. Hey.
Hey, this is the way.
This
Thank
is
you,
the
John
way.
Urqueva.
Okay. Hey, I think this
Thanks,
is
chat.
actually probably better.
The thing we should have
It's
done in
fine.
the first place, which I
It's
suggested.
not great, but it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, fun.
So
So this camera's off. I was like,
okay. So first of all, everybody watching this right now is going, why the fuck?
Why the fuck are you
Why are these leading voices in the Ghostbusters community? You know why?
oh, well, this is
Classic.
Makes sense. This is classic Ghostbusters.
Yeah, this is exactly
If you're
how
in
we
the
do it.
Ghostbusters community, then this is not new to you.
Yes.
This-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody even said earlier, there's going to be delays, right? There's always going to be delays with
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
this is it's gonna be out in the spring. This episode.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm having a good time. Let's do a giveaway tonight.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
give
a
something
giveaway.
away.
All right. So we got 41 people watching live. How many likes do we need to hit this giveaway?
Oh, I don't know. It's easier for me to do this for Toy Anxiety because I know about how many we're gonna get. But this is different and new. I don't want to go crazy. There's only 40 people in here. Let's say
37. 37.
Abby said 37. We're gonna run with that.
Let's do 37.
37.
So everybody hit that like button. Once we hit 37 likes, we will unlock the giveaway. Abby, do you want to show them what we're giving away over there?
Hell yeah, I do. I set this thing up. I mean, I actually, you did. I should give you credit. Craig set this all up. This is Logan Kim's autograph, which is so cool. Podcast, everyone's favorite character from Ghostbusters Afterlife. And that print is a Medici Studios original.
Yes, this was originally exclusive to YHS top Patreon folks. It's limited edition. I think there's only 15 of those. We're going to hit 37 likes, and then we'll unlock a giveaway at the end of the show. And you can win this signed Logan Kim print. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love it. I want one.
That's actually Jack's.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we're like 2 likes away from our goal. So, like,
There
way
you
to go,
Up
everybody.
it up. Up it up.
Great job.
Hey, guys, I just want to say thank you for being here. We love Ghostbusters, and this is just regular YHS, but that's the big secret. That's the big reveal. But we're doing it live, and it's got a little bit of a rebranded name and a fun intro. So thank you for being here. Let's talk about London. First of all, this is how movies work. You got a pre-production period, right? So it takes 3, 4, 5 months, whatever it is, to get props built, to get sets built, to get the crew hired, to get, everything in order and in line to start on that day one of production, which happened this week. So to the best of our knowledge, they have been working over there in the UK for a while, for several months, getting ready for the start of this new movie. So let me just roundtable it. Jacob, the last movie filmed in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, a much more rural setting. We know they're going back to New York. We know they're going back to the Firehouse. So just general thoughts. How are you feeling about this UK? Now, it's not going to be set. I don't think it's going to be set in the UK.
No, that's my thing is I'm wondering how the story is going to make sense for them to just be in London all of a sudden. No, clearly I'm sure they're building some sort of sets, or it will look like New York or whatever. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it feels so far away from me. And it's almost like, when they're here, even when they were in Calgary, it's like New York it's far away from us, but it's also right up the road compared to London.
Accessible.
And it's almost like, well, what if, like, I don't know, it just almost feels weird to me that it's so far away. I want it happening as close to me as possible, but I'm excited about London. It's new. It's something new for Ghostbusters. Even if when the movie comes out, you have, people who don't know that they're filming over there. They just don't know. It's just Ghostbusters. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine. It's fun. I just wish that it was filming
Here
in this room.
I don't know. You know what? They could. We got it all set up and working for them.
Yeah, we've got mics that don't work. We got it all.
We got
Abby,
books.
what do you think?
What do I think? I think that I can't wait to take tea together, all 3 of us, and maybe some more people when we if
What do you stop? Just keep
and
going.
just to
skip
enjoy
over
and
that part.
celebrate the fact that Ghostbusters Afterlife is filming its sequel in London. So we should all take a cup of tea.
Thank you. Good
in
save.
Good
respect, respecting it, and cheers. Then we'll read the tea leaves, which I don't do, but who knows what's in our future.
You know. I think that it's safe to say this movie will not take place in the UK or London or Europe. They're filming there. They get tax breaks. Good comment. We'll highlight that comment in a second. They get major tax breaks for filming over there. And we know, like, the first tease a couple weeks ago, we saw Jason and Gil in the Firehouse on that fire. I'm going to bring up that photo in just a second.
Yeah, do that.
Jake, knowing that we're going back, knowing that Afterlife had a lot of this major Ghostbusters iconography, like the Ecto and like, Proton Pack, all the stuff it had, but I was missing that Firehouse.
Yeah.
So much so that the entire new movie is called Firehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the first Afterlife was such a original, and just the way they went about with everything, where it's all in the countryside and fucking wheat fields and cornfields and shit, and staying away from New York. It was something that I feel like the movie needed. And there was no point of Afterlife where I was like, well, I really wish they were in the Firehouse. Like, I just didn't care. It's a good enough story. You don't need all that. But now, knowing that the story is progressing and you're moving that way, well, now I'm like, are we finally going to get a good looking Slimer again? Like, is that going to happen? He's going to be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, I remember when we first started talking about Afterlife when we were doing early. I remember being like, hey, here's two things that I don't want in the movie. I don't want the theme song, and I don't want Slimer in there.
Can you explain why? I've been meaning to ask you for 3 years.
For 3 years, you've been wondering why?
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Because they're both a little overdone. You know what I mean? Like we've been hearing that song. I love the song. We went to Disney World just to hear him play that song.
What does that say?
Well,
Among others,
he also
Jack and Jill.
Hey, he also barely played it. So, but it's overdone. It's used so much, and I feel like the theme song in Slimer are the things that they're like, well, just throw Slimer at them. They'll love it. It's Ghostbusters. Done. That's our work done for us. But Afterlife was different, and it wasn't just trying to. Sure, the movie is full of callbacks, and you know you can say whatever you want about that. But I was glad that Slimer wasn't just shoehorned into it for no reason. And the same with the song. I know the song was like at the end, but that's different, and I'm okay with that. But that's what I said. I was just like, I don't want him there. I think the movie can stand on its own without having to shoehorn in Slimer. But now it makes sense. If we're going back to New York, we've already got that out of the way. Now it makes sense to bring Slimer back. Hey, still fuck that song, right? I love the song, but we don't just need it all the time. But
I feel like you're saying it's more of like a crutch, almost like it's something that you shouldn't have to lean on. You should have your own original stuff, which Afterlife did. You have Muncher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Muncher.
Mhm.
But but Slimer's gonna make, I know he's just gonna make a comeback. We're going back to the Firehouse. He's there somewhere. So
yeah.
I think it's reasonable to thank Slimer for his contributions to the community.
I'd like to thank Slimer.
I think he's gonna win the Community Contribution Award.
100%.
Not like anybody else can. God, this is just turning into like a little
inside fun.
Hey, listen, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, thank you all for hanging out.
Abby.
Yeah.
We loved Afterlife.
Yes,
we loved the rural setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it's like I'm gonna miss Somerville.
Yes. We spent time
it's a nice
there.
place
we got
to visit.
To know the area, the history, the architecture, which was beautiful. I think that movie really did its best to feel lived in that area and to have that, like I said, history lived out. But I think that going to a new setting that's the city, that's New York City, even though it's in London, it's going to be probably faster and a bigger scope, and possibly like a more ghost-busting action sequences, since that's something that we've already like opened Pandora's box on. So now it's going to be like, we know how to bust ghosts. We have uniforms. We've got the gear and everything. So I'm excited to see how they integrate, and how I'm excited to see how Winston kind of like where his direction and guidance takes the team. How, if it's a team or if it's just like one or two people like.
Well, let's talk about that. So,
together, yeah.
People were talking about the Production Weekly synopsis that was released. I think anybody's watching this has probably seen it, but basically it was along the lines of, a new team of Ghostbusters. They head after the events in Somerville. The team heads back to New York. A new team is being led by Ray Stantz and Winston Zedmore. So
what it said?
It did say that. Did it not? That's what it said. I'll find it. I'll find the exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to talk about that. The new team. Let me go to you first. Okay. And then we'll go to the chat. I want to see what the chat thinks about this. A little tan. I was playing some golf in my life.
Wow, Craig's back.
A little tan.
Mm-hmm.
We know the kids are there. We know Celeste O'Connor's back, Finn Wolfhard, Logan Kim, McKenna Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Will they act as the new Ghostbusters, or will there be a supplementary group of other Ghostbusters we see now that they're back in business? How do you see this unfolding? Because this is what I've been thinking about.
Oh, I know the answer to this. This is what it is. So they're all moving to New York, right? They're going to live in New York, or they'll be there for something. Paul Rudd's on the team. Gruberson's the Ghostbuster this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to get a good part of the movie where maybe the kids are not on the team. They're on the team, but they're not on the team. You know what I mean? I think you're going to end up getting Gruberson, in a lot of Gruberson and Ray scenes together, learning the gear. Maybe we're going to cast some new people. I don't know. I hope we don't get a ton of just like, here's new Ghostbusters again. But I think the kids will maybe be doing side missions or something. They're going to be Ghostbusters. They just might not have the proton pack strapped on the entire time, but then whatever, villain, big stuff. The kids got to get the packs back on. I don't know. The kids show up in the car at the end of this one.
Hey, Flat Top. They think that's what you call all ghosts.
Yeah.
Flat Top. They don't even know. They don't know why Gozer has Flat Top.
Buddy.
I think there's a scenario where like the new group of Ghostbusters that Winston has hired is maybe not up to par, and the kids like McKenna Grace has to step in.
I can see that happening.
And just being like, guys.
Yes. I didn't know you were a seismologist.
I could a Ghostbuster this time.
Okay. I could see him carrying a pack.
Okay, so real quick, going to GB News. This was posted in the threads over there. So this is the listing from Production Weekly. Now, one thing we should note, Production Weekly is an industry trade, and it's basically like a Craigslist or a Facebook marketplace for productions. People, in the industry, they can know where, when they're looking for a crew job, hiring, casting, extras, and all that. So we take everything with a grain of salt, even though it is an official industry trade. It's not 100% correct. Ghostbusters Hell's Kitchen is not the name of this movie. It never was the working title for this movie. It was something else that we don't know what it is, but everybody's been confirmed. Firehouse is the working title for the movie. So having said that, the description we have that came from somewhere, it says, after the events in Oklahoma, the Ghostbusters team returns to where it all started, New York City. The Spangler family story continues with a new group of Ghostbusters led by Winston Zeddemore and Ray Stantz.
Okay, yeah, that's where we're taking it from.
Okay, so, I mean, listen, we all knew Ernie was back, and we assumed Dan was back, but it is exciting to think about their dynamic leading a new team.
Yeah, especially since we haven't seen Ray and Winston. Like, I feel like you get all of the buddy moments from Ghostbusters 1 and 2 are Ray and Winston moments. And I'm excited to kind of see, the stuff in Afterlife. You see them for such a short amount of time that there's no time for those, like, those Ray Stantz talks. It's all just like, it's business time in Afterlife. But now we're going to get to see them be friends again. I want to see, like, like in Ghostbusters 2, all the moments where they're like testing the slime and just having kind of like downtime.
Yeah.
I want
Ray and Winston downtime.
Yeah, like B-roll, just
downtown. I mean, I've long said, like, I don't know if I'm in the minority or not, but the thing I want mostly with the OGs coming back, I just want them interacting with each other. I do not need to see Winston, Ray, or Peter as a Ghostbuster. I hope they do, and I hope they're out there, kicking it, killing it, busting ghosts, but they're old. They're like 75. So it's like, but I want a scene with Ray at Ray's Occult, and Venkman walks in, and we get a scene of Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray just being Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray. That's what I want.
Yes.
And I've put a lot of work into being a fan of this.
Yeah.
So give me.
And Jason, if you're watching, Craig's written it. If we can just get you
I've written a couple passages. I wouldn't call it. It's somewhere between fan fiction and Oscar-winning Best Adapted Screenplay.
Speaking of Oscar, is Oscar in this movie?
Listen, I think Oscar will be in this movie, but I don't need him to be. And there's that thing where if they do it the right way, it'd be fun. It would be cool. But I've been watching Ghostbusters fans for like 15 years, not the website, the people in the chat,
but also the website,
talking about Oscar and how he needs to have a role for so long. But hey, I was the one who used to argue with people when they would say Jason Reitman should do a Ghostbusters movie. I was like, you don't know how the industry works.
You don't know Jason.
like I did. I know Jason Reitman. He will not be directing a Ghostbusters movie,
Mhm.
okay? I've been in the private sector. Sorry. Abby, so anything else about a possible new team?
I'm happy to see who. I mean, I trust Jason Reitman and Gil Keenan's casting, also their creation of characters, making sure that they are important and like valuable and have interesting backgrounds. And I think that I'm trusting of whatever they bring to the table is how I feel. I'm not in the least concerned about teenage Ghostbusters. I think that's like the silliest thing to worry about.
That's an old issue.
It's an
We don't
old
care
issue.
about that
Yeah,
anymore.
thank you.
It is fun to go back and listen to early 2019 YHS and cross rip episodes where everyone was speculating, like, there was rumors that there was going to be kids cast, and like there's a really great, not to call him out because I don't think he's here, but I was cracking up. I went back and listened to the interdimensional cross rip with Chris and Troy, and Chris Stewart literally goes, "It's not like a 12-year-old's gonna be running around with a proton back on."
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us had some of those thoughts.
Yeah, I think we were all just very unsure of what would happen, and I think we were kind of thrown off a little bit because Troy's here.
Hey, Troy.
I think we were all thrown off a little bit because we just assumed for so long. Anytime you heard mention of what the next movie was going to be, it was always like 4 funny dudes, being Ghostbusters. So it just never crossed our minds that it would be, children, grandchildren, and. But I think it was. I mean, there you can't say that there's not one part of you that's like, oh, that might be weird if it's going to be kids. Like, sure, you think that, but I mean, all of that is put to bed as soon as you see the film. Like, it's not an issue at all.
Mm-hmm. They're Egon's kids.
They're not. That's okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Grandkids.
Oh shit.
Grandkid.
I was like, how?
Well,
I took my headphones.
I
out
think
and forgot.
I think Egon's all of our grandfathers at this
Okay.
point. Let's talk about this picture. So we've been wondering when. By the way, you guys, thank you for being here on this first night.
Yeah.
If you could hit the like button, leave a comment, interact in the chat, tell a friend. We're gonna grow this thing.
Giving this away.
We're giving away this Logan Kim autograph print. Friend of the podcast, Logan Kim, I should say. And we appreciate you being here. And a little bit later on, we'll do a little sign up.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll give away a print. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing this every other Thursday. Now, obviously, if there's weeks where there's big, major breaking news, we'll do it. We'll be here. We're going to be like that shoulder you need to lean on.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, there won't be a pandemic that we have to get through together. Hopefully, I want to talk about this release date too. But let's talk about this. They're kicking off production. As Jason Reitman said on Instagram to Gil Keenan, this is a day 1 smile on Gil's face. This is not what day 25 and day 45 and day 55
Yeah,
look
this is
like.
blissful. Like both of them, honestly. Like that's chill. That's like a blank canvas, kind of like we're right at the beginning of it. I love it. Seeing both of their expressions fills my heart with warmth.
Now, Abby,
Mhm.
you've
Hold on. This picture looks like Jason was like, I want to hold something too.
Hey, I'm gonna have to use it. Like,
like my
that's
family
not really
invented
part of the
this,
movie.
Gil.
It's technically mine. I'm letting you borrow it.
Dan walks in and was like, actually. Hey guys, earlier I was like having a panic attack about this, but now I'm having fun.
What, like 15 minutes ago?
Like when we first started, and it
Well, I
didn't
saw
work.
my tan and now I feel good. So Abby,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
You admire these two gentlemen.
Yeah, I
You've
do.
talked to them, you've engaged with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've engaged.
You're engaged to them.
I'm engaged.
What's your sense with Gil taking over director duties? Knowing, we've watched a lot of interviews, like any content that either of them have done, Jason or Gil, over the last couple of years, we've consumed, we've analyzed.
Yeah.
It's a sickness.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know, how are you feeling about Gil taking over? I mean, we know
I love his sense of charm and whimsy. I love that he has a history with scary stuff and with horror, so he can bring that in. I feel like with this team that Jason had Gil under his wing for the first one, and now it's time for that little baby bird to fly and do his own thing. And the fact is, Jason's right there in the nest, like, helicoptering. So this is like a sure thing. That's how I feel.
This analogy. Gil's a baby bird and his
Gil's baby bird.
and Jason's pushing him out of the nest.
Yeah,
and
Jason's dad.
You're either gonna fly and you're gonna do
Yeah.
well.
Abby wants to see if he'll never mind. If he'll
Yes.
feed him.
Well, I'll see if they're hungry. Okay, no, continue, guys.
I think with the first film they were both kind of so intertwined with duties, and and I know Jason was the director, but I think they're partners. They were partners in Afterlife, so I think they're both there for each other, and I don't think there's any missteps happening in any kind of a way. They're both it's like they have each other's backs, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, they make each other laugh.
And it's cool if you look at
symbiotic.
this. Yeah, and because Ivan was there in the producer role the first time around, kind of helping guide Jason into this world, and obviously Jason fucking killed it. By all accounts, just made an incredible movie. And now Jason can step back a little bit and kind of be the overseer, but not have to. Gil's going to direct it. It's going to be awesome. I love this image too because Jason's holding the trap, and then there's some other new piece of Ghostbusting equipment in the middle. I wonder what that is.
Are you talking about the camera?
Oh, is that
I thought that was part of the one.
Is that a Ghostbusting camera? Is that on the side of Podcast's Ecto goggles? This is great. So yeah, not a whole lot to unpack here other than you've got Firehouse with the New York skyline under it. That should tell you where the movie takes place, by the way, everyone. It's not Big Ben's not under there.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can close in a little bit.
Big Ben's not under there. Wait, this is clearly photoshopped. Look at he's not actually in front of that image. That they are on in front of a green screen, probably at Ghost Corps, and
No,
they're clearly
Stop.
in front.
Stop
This
your
is the
rumors.
volume. Even the cameras are fake in the volume. So if Troy's in the chat, he could probably fill us in on what kind of camera this is because that's what he knows about.
Mhm.
I was just where'd they get this? Best Buy? Let's see here. So looking at the facade, obviously this is, well, I don't want to say obviously, but it seems like it might be part of the Firehouse set. It looks like it's probably the back of it because you've got lighting rigs kind of pointing through the windows onto the inside. This is all conjecture. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I see. Is that what you see?
That's exactly what I see, Craig.
Yeah. I'm thinking
Got
you could hang out over that railing. Okay. Yeah. I don't have anything to add to this. That's what I think.
I still think this photo is a lot like the moon landing photos. This is just it's not real.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's all staged.
I mean, I don't blame you. We're Ghostbusters fans. We're
wired to not get excited about something until it's literally on the screen in front of us.
even after the trailer for Afterlife came and it had been delayed multiple times, it was still I'll believe it when I see it. When when the credits roll, I will tell you I've seen this movie. But I mean, seriously, whether or not you're, it doesn't matter.
It's real.
If you were, if you were into Answer the Call or not, whatever. The fact is, this is the 5th Ghostbusters movie, and for the first, I don't know, 30 some odd years of our life, 35 years of our life, there was the 2 Ghostbusters movies, and then you got 2016, and then Afterlife, and now it almost feels surreal that it's now rolling along and we've moved on to production. We're, and sets are built and they're going again. It's you kind of got to pinch yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's something we've talked about in the past even when Answer the Call came out, we kind of had those kind of feelings that it feels weird to be here now.
It's real and it's
real.
spooktacular.
Hey, sick reference. I'm wearing my Seinfeld shirt.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, okay.
So, okay. Let's look at this image. This was shared on Jason Reitman's Instagram today. And part of the reason we're going to be doing this live is we're going to see more every time Jason or Gil or somebody from production makes a post, it's going to be some level of news. So this is just
we're going to report them all.
Yeah. A camera. Now this is a take on the Panavision logo.
Yep.
I want this. How do I get this?
I like it.
Just send a message to old GB Max because I'm sure he's already wearing this on a shirt.
He's got a banner.
A camera
Michael.
genius.
Oh, I love it.
We got to get him on a show.
Let's get GB
Dude,
Max
yeah.
on. It'd be
What
friggin'
time is
awesome.
it over there?
In Italy,
Yeah.
it's like 6-7 hours away
What
from here.
day is it over there?
We'll
Dude.
visit him.
Ghostbusters Firehouse has been out for 2 years already over there in Italy.
Mhm.
But just to show you guys what I'm talking about, the old Panavision logo here. Hold on. Yeah. Those are the good cameras.
Mhm.
That's like the
That's
Quentin
good.
Yeah,
Tarantino
They make
stuff.
It's the good
movies on that
stuff.
Yeah. If it says filmed in Panavision, look at that. Got that Hateful Eight poster back there.
Mhm.
True fans. Not a whole lot to unpack here, but it's still exciting. Like this is the kind of stuff you can kind of
They're
geek out.
getting- it's funny that they're like gearing up to film a movie, but somebody's like, "Ooh, I photoshopped this camera logo. Look at this."
I love
Yeah, and then we're like, let's go live on YouTube and talk about it.
it. Let's get tattoos. Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay. Abby, as far as Firehouse goes, you know, there's not a whole lot to unpack yet because there just hasn't been that much information. It feels different than last time. There hasn't been any
Mhm.
official casting news.
Yeah.
Right now, it's still set to release, I think, December 20th of this year. Roundtable discussion. They are starting production late March. That's April, May, June, July, August, 9 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Walsh. Is this movie coming out this year?
No.
Wow.
I mean, that seems so soon. 9 months. If they're still in pre-production, or are they actually filming now? Or they just start filming. We don't know. That's just super quick, man. With like
I mean, it seems like day one was just like a bunch of photo shoots.
day one was them taking that picture. Yeah, that seems too soon to me. It's like a lot of all the visual effects and stuff like that. Like that shit takes time, and it just seems really quick to get it out by December. I'm not saying it's not possible. I don't work in the film industry. I'm not a film editor. I've never made a movie, a real movie.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I guess it's possible, but that seems too fast. Yeah, it seems
Like it would take a
who wants to
miracle.
rush that?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was just gonna say, I think that it would be wonderful if it came out by Christmas, but that would take some sort of like divine, something unexpected happening because it feels like it's gonna surpass that date. But yeah, but being on the road and building up towards it is kind of, it's exciting to at least have that
I think it would be
for the
cool to-
holidays.
I do think it would be cool to have like a Christmas time Ghostbusters movie. That like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that just seems like it would be nice. If I'm gonna have to put my jumpsuit on and stand at a premiere, I want it to be cold.
This is all for you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the chat a little bit because, by the way, we really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for sticking around through those technical difficulties at the beginning. We will try to avoid those to the best of our ability going forward, but God knows.
We'll have more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, have some. You know, if this is your first time ever tuning into anything we do a lot. So we've got the podcast feed. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We also have Toy Anxiety live on YouTube every Tuesday. Jacob hosts YHS on Monster Island with our good friend Jay Key. Ryan Dole, who's with us on Toy Anxiety, has his own channel called Gotham City Tonight. So we're doing a lot, but Ghostbusters is still our bread and our butter. It's both, and we're
Yeah.
going to cover it to the best of our ability. And it's not just Firehouse. We have an animated series to look forward to. We have an animated movie to look forward to. We have new toys that are going to be coming out with this new movie. So we'll try to keep each week or each show that we do here a little bit different and cover some different ground and make it as fun, entertaining, welcoming, and hopefully sexual as well.
Yeah. Let's do some fuck budgets.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something.
I was just kind of playing with this toy.
What was that, Bert?
Little Bert and the surfboard.
Hey, is Sesame Street New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
They know New York.
Should we like take some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
let's
don't
do
we
the
that,
chat.
guys. Let's yeah, because we're gonna go about 15-20 more minutes. So anybody who wants us to tackle a specific topic here, let us know in the chat. We'll do some Q&A. We'll have some fun. That's why we're here. And then we'll get to our giveaway. And then we'll call it a night. We'll go to a
that sounds
toy
good.
show this weekend.
Yeah. Podcast.
Podcast. Let's go to Brianna Lawrence, who says, maybe we'll finally get a good Paul Rudd action figure if both of his Ant-Man figures kind of look ridiculous.
Yeah. Give us that sexiest man alive.
I was a little bit
2020.
surprised we didn't get a Gruberson figure the first go around.
Yeah.
Were you?
I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, wait, why didn't we? He's kind of the only, like, is he the only cast member that didn't get a toy? Why didn't that happen? Yeah, that'd be great. It would make complete. I would hope by the second movie he's getting a toy. So yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Jim says, my burning question: will Bill Murray be back for more than a cameo? I mean, it's really hard to say, right? Because like what, Bill Murray was cast as a well, spoiler alert, he was in Ant-Man Quantumania. Small part, meaningful part. I said that for him. And I think Bill will be back in some capacity, but I do think they're keen on moving the franchise forward as much as possible. One thing to remember is the kids, Logan Kim and McKenna Grace, they were like 12, 13 when they filmed Afterlife. That was already 4 years ago. So now they're 16, 17. That puts Celeste O'Connor and Finn Wolfhard now in their early
They're
20s.
adults now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in their late
Those
teens
kids
when
are
it filmed.
adults.
Mhm.
That's weird. Look, has anybody seen what Logan Kim looks like now?
He's so tall.
He
Yeah.
looks so different. I don't know what it was I was looking at, but it was a picture of him from Afterlife. And then I'm like, this doesn't look like the same kid anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Logan in last September. He looks way different from even that. When we would teamed up with
That's how time works.
Austin Young and
Time works and aging works.
Time works. We're all getting old,
Yeah.
fading away.
Yes.
The lights go out on all of us.
not me.
I don't know.
The lights don't go on the firehouse. Okay, here we go. Couple more questions. Davey, do you think they'll put more RGB ghosts in the sequel? Any expert guesses on the big bad? Ooh.
Let me go.
Where's my Coke Zero?
A minute ago, I was thinking about sneaking away to grab one of my 3 drinks over there. They're also over there.
Here,
I want-
I can get it.
I want the coffee and the root beer. Leave the water.
Join us for a second.
Hey,
Hi.
as far as who asked that? Davey? Real Ghostbusters ghost would be great. Real Ghostbusters ghost would be cool. Maybe they'll throw one in there at some point. I don't think I've seen a lot of people saying they want the big bad to maybe be Sam Hain or somebody from the real Ghostbusters. I don't think so. I would love to see a Sam Hain or anybody from the real Ghost, but I think it's time for a new villain. We Afterlife was all about kind of bringing things full circle, and we got Gozer again. I think it's very, very unlikely that we get like Vigo or a ghost that we've seen before, whether that's in a movie or the cartoon. I think your big bad's it's gonna be something it's gonna be completely new. I think so. That's my that's my brain telling me that, my
Head
expertise.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah.
As far as Vigo, Kenny also asked that. I think we will probably, because it's the sequel. What? What are you doing?
Reading comments.
There you go.
Thank you, Davey.
I think because it's the sequel, we will maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of something about Ecto 1A, or if the Vigo painting is in, the firehouse like it is in the video game, not
Not canon.
It's not canon.
The game's not. Hey, game's not canon.
Oh.
I'm on a camera and you're not. So I'm right.
barely on a camera.
Yeah, this is true.
I wouldn't be surprised. I thought it would be funny if you opened the movie with them taking down Vigo, like in a quick bust, and then they're like, "This happens every 5 years."
Oh, it's Vigo.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be so funny if they're like, "Hey guys, Vigo got out again.
Gotta get him his kitten."
Yeah. and it's still Janosch.
Yeah.
I would love. Hey, I forget everything I said about not having. I would love that.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be funny if like there's just a scene where Vigo's just like walking down the street, and then they're like, we found out he actually has no ability to do what he thinks he's here to do, so he's just kind of like wandering New York, just like stumbling around, trying to figure out how to use Tinder or something.
Yes.
Trying
Dude.
to find a bit. He's
He's
like
trying to
going.
find a mother and a baby.
He's going through. He's going through Tinder, asking everybody if they have kids already. He's the only.
I'm looking for one mother and a baby.
Oh my god. Yes. They're like, hey, you look pretty cute. What's your name? He's like, I am Vigo. They're like, oh, cool.
I'd like to see him get back out there. Yeah.
Do you think time is but a window? Yes, I do.
His picture on the Tinder app, it's left up and it pops out of the phone like it.
What the hell is that? I love that the whole movie they're talking about this river of slime, and then they're developing the photos of it, and Egon goes, what the hell is that? And Ray's like, I'll tell you what that is. Okay, let's see here. Let's see.
I just wanted to say I would love to see more Dana. Any extra Sigourney Weaver would be great. Any more Annie Potts would be really welcome for me too. So yeah, just sprinkle more of them, more scenes with them in.
Dude says, I want to see a 7-foot satanic demon as the main villain. Me too. I do think that they're going to go something original. I think they want to add to the lore. I wouldn't be surprised
That's my opinion.
if they pull something kind of, you know, Vigo is loosely based on Vlad the Impaler, Dracula. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of go back into some sort of like actual historical context and use that for inspiration. But I think whatever it is going to be probably pretty original.
Mhm.
I also think it's cool, like now that we have the Tobins in the in the film, that maybe whatever it is still, you know, they can research it in the book, and we'll get more of those those were fun scenes in Afterlife. What if it was something like it would be kind of cool if it's some sort, like if it's Podcast's fault, like he summons something, you know, and it's kind of their way of doing the
like during a live stream,
call back to Ray's summoning the Stay Puft. But like I'm thinking like, you know, like Evil Dead, like reading from the Necronomicon or something, like you causing something to come into the, I don't know.
No, I love
that.
I mean, I had this idea of, you know, Ray gets possessed briefly in Ghostbusters 2. I want to see him full on be possessed and be the villain of the movie. Hey, if this movie doesn't end with 100-foot Dan Aykroyd stomping through New York City, destroying the Firehouse.
Yeah.
I mean, then what even is it? Mr. Michael T. By the way, shout out to Michael. He's a huge contributor to the Ghostbusters community and always posting on GB Fans and keeping everybody honest. So thank you for being here. Should it be a lot of new equipment, keep it all classic, or a balance of old and new like GB2? Abby, what do you think?
Could it be a mix of what was the origin? Sorry
for what?
Could you repeat the question?
Okay.
Well, I was here. No, I'm here.
There's a cat on the floor.
There's several cats.
Equipment.
I've got a lot of different drinks.
Old, new, or a mix?
I like old, but with added new twists to it, like something old with a little something new on it. Not
like
brand new equipment. We learned in Answer the Call the pitfalls of having just too much new stuff that seems like just not even to make sense in the physics of it. So I would like to see new additions, new twists on old stuff. I think that'd be the most likely thing to see.
I think it would be cool if it's sort of like, just like what Abby said, but sort of like Afterlife. Like it would be cool if there's equipment that's new to us, but maybe is equipment that was developed sometime after Ghostbusters 2. So it's still like, it still looks older. It still looks like it fits in with the cool Ghostbuster era stuff, but it's maybe some stuff that we haven't seen before. But I do not want new I want classic proton packs on everybody. I don't want to be seeing like upgraded fancy Apple looking,
Yeah.
proton packs or anything.
Like if they found a stash of Egon stuff from Ghostbusters 2
Right,
in
that's
a
what I'm
closet
saying.
and they're like,
if
oh,
they're
let's
going-
redistribute
Like if they're
this.
going back to the Firehouse, maybe there's some equipment there that's
Yeah.
equipment they've used before, but maybe it's just new to us because there's a whole timeline that we
Yeah.
haven't seen. Also, I want slime blowers back.
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
my slime
Yeah.
blower back too.
Sold it.
I want
Say-
Slimer with a slime blower.
Hey, I think it was Jim the other day. I think he said this. Sorry if I'm crediting the wrong person, but he said he thought it'd be funny if they open, the containment unit when you drop it down to put the trap in. If you dropped it down and a bunch of coffee beans came out of it because it was a Starbucks.
Oh,
That's funny.
now I want a coffee grinder that looks like a trap.
So well, listen, everybody. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, we
This is
did
great.
it.
Appreciate.
Are we doing a kaiju race?
I was gonna do a. We could do a kaiju race.
That sounds fun. There's
Yeah,
a Stay
let's
Puft.
tell these people what the kaiju race is. Because
Yeah.
there is a Stay Puft.
Mhm.
Okay, so what we'll do is for this giveaway, I'm going to put a link into the old chat here, and you can sign up. This is absolutely free. Okay, Abby, will you hold up the
I'd love
the
to.
prize? Well, let me
No,
let me
what?
tell people what this is. So this is original artwork, inspired by the real. God damn it!
There you,
It's-
now you can see.
Inspired by the real
Very good.
Ghostbusters of podcast done by our friend Brendan, Beducci Studios. There was only 20 of these, I believe. They were for our top tier Patreon folks. And we had a couple extras and we wanted to give one away. Look at there at the bottom, signed by Logan Kim himself. If you're a Ghostbusters autograph collector or a Ghostbusters fan, you need this. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's see here. I just put in the link.
While Craig's doing that, I'll tell you guys. So usually we do this on Toy Anxiety. If there's people here watching that aren't Toy Anxiety people, first of all, watch Toy Anxiety on Tuesdays 9:30 live.
Mhm.
But when we do giveaways on Toy Anxiety, we have a kaiju race. You can put all the names in or whatever, and it's a bunch of kaiju, and they race to the finish line. Stay Puft is among the kaiju, and whoever wins the kaiju race wins the giveaway. So we're gonna do. Craig's setting. I'm seeing some other races that we have here, but there's a lot. But we're gonna do the kaiju race because it's the best one.
All right, there you go. So I just put the link in the chat one more time. Go ahead, like I said, sign up. The only thing you have to put is your YouTube username, and we're not asking for your email address or your firstborn child or anything like that. We'll take your second one. We won't. You can keep your kids, but
Keep your Oscars.
How much can you get for those?
they're worth more than HasLab. It's expensive to adopt. Let's roundtable this though before we do our thing here. And by the way, if you want more from us, more bonus content, if you want to support what we do, the link's there at the bottom, patreon.com/yeshavesome. We appreciate your support. Abigail,
Yeah.
here we are embarking on another Ghostbusters countdown, whether it's 9 months or a year and a half or whatever. I suspect probably closer to the 40th anniversary next year, but whatever it is, what is your hype level right now for Firehouse?
I mean, I'm at like an 8, rising to a 9. I think I'm always at a 5, like at any given time about Ghostbusters. Like I'm always just
You're always
very
good.
pumped. Yeah.
You're always warmed up.
And this is kind of my favorite part, like when we get those like blissful set photos of Gil and Jason Wright. Like I like that everyone seems very excited and calm and relaxed, and that this seems like it's going to be a smooth production. And I really just can't wait for little tidbits to drop and for more reasons for us to come and gather and talk.
I'm thinking we're going to get some casting soon. I really do. I think we're going to get some updated casting, but
New additions. Yeah.
then again, remember the first time around, besides the main kids, we didn't know who the villain was. We didn't know Olivia Wilde was in it. We didn't know J.K. Simmons was in it. So like I wouldn't expect a
I
whole
knew J.K. Simmons.
Well, we suspected because like 2 years beforehand, Jake was like, J.K. Simmons has played Eva Shandor. Hey, taking people back. Because one thing I want to do on this show too is a lot of reminiscing and thinking about all the cool stuff that has happened in Ghostbusters over the last couple of years. New York Comic Con Afterlife surprise screening. You were there.
Yeah, what?
I was right next to you. J.K. Simmons pops up on screen. What was your reaction? What was your feeling?
I mean, it was a sense of like validation. It was one of the things that, when the movie when you're in that, you're not thinking about J.K. Simmons when you're watching Ghostbusters Alive for the first time, even though it's something that we've talked about before. We knew that he's done a lot of movies with Jason, and J.K. Simmons is such a great actor. And I love Whiplash so much that it was just like, it would be cool to see him in Ghostbusters. And then when he finally shows up, like as soon as we saw the coffin or whatever, before you even really see his face, I was like, that's him. He's here. He's here. It was great.
Yeah.
And Brianna says somehow Jason Bateman will be in this movie. He might be. He's worked.
Dude,
He's been.
yes.
He was in Juno. I could just see him like he's like he's the Firehouse administrator, and podcast is fucking around, blowing shit up, and Jason Bateman comes over and he's like
He'll be the new pet.
He's like you know, kid, we just gotta not do that right now.
Yeah.
I remember it was if we're gonna do some reminiscing, I want to talk more about J.K. Simmons. It was when we were at the premiere. So the premiere was we saw Ghostbusters Afterlife at the New York Comic-Con screening, which was 2 months before the actual premiere, or a month or something like that.
6 weeks, maybe 5 weeks.
So there was a group of people who have already seen Afterlife, but people weren't leaking. There wasn't a bunch of stuff out. And I remember being on the red carpet, and J.K. Simmons is walking down, and we knew he's in the movie, but we're with a giant group of people who haven't, like, we were the only people who've seen the movie there. So it's like, you can't say anything. But I remember we were all like, JK, and it's like, everybody's like,
called her up.
Everybody else was kind of confused. And we were like, oh, we're giving this away right now. But he's here at the premiere of the movie.
John Yerkeba was standing next to me. He goes, and he's getting his poster signed. He goes, hey, if J.K. Simmons comes over here, should I get him to sign my Afterlife poster?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I maybe would.
Maybe I would. Let him.
Why not? Why not?
By the way, shout out to Davey. He says, Abby hopes to get to 7. And then he says, anybody who gets that joke is cool. And I believe that is a Monica Geller reference from Friends. So shout out to Davey.
7.
Because that's the first time Davey's ever said I was cool.
Take it back, Davey.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Mm-hmm.
JK was at the premiere. Yeah, he snuck right in. He really did.
He did. His hat, this is what AJ brought up. His hat said, I'm not here.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was not trying to be noticed.
Yeah.
Not
Also,
drawing
he.
attention.
Hold up. Yes, I did also wear a Cujo shirt, and I kept showing it off in all the pictures at the premiere, to the point where somebody was like, "Why are you doing that?"
It was like Bill and Ted. You were like, "You'll see." Such an asshole. I really, that was a really fun night, very memorable.
Yeah.
We hope to have more memorable Ghostbusters nights just like that over the next, I don't know, till we're dead.
Yeah.
All right, should we get to this giveaway?
Yeah.
I want Ghostbusters to go on forever, and then as soon as I'm gone, no more.
Hey, when the new movie comes out and we see that before everybody else too, I'll start wearing some other kind of shirt, pretending it's some sort of like, ooh, look, but I'll just have nothing to do with the movie, just to be a jerk.
Yeah. Like, why is Jake wearing a Matrix shirt? Do they go to the Matrix in this movie? Do they get trained by Lawrence Fishburne? Hey, you never know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yes, and Ray remembers, we're not going to go into details, but me yelling fuck and standing in a corner avoiding people. Okay, so everybody, time for this giveaway. We have only 25 people have entered the gift. Guys, I'm going to give you one more chance. It's a free Ghostbusters autograph. Fill out the damn form. God, you need to train them.
You need this.
Like a terror dog. Okay. Abigail, anything else before we go to this giveaway?
Dude, I just can't wait to keep going on this ride with y'all, with everyone in the chat. It's fun.
It's gonna be
That's why we're
good.
here. Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Mhm.
I do hope Jason Bateman's in this movie.
Me too. A Slimer. That you already had 2 hot dogs, bud.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna get to the giveaway right now. Let me go ahead. We have 26 people who have entered. So pretty good.
Wow, nobody wants it.
There you go. We're gonna go to the old deal here. I promise you, I'm doing
Just have
something.
random names in the
It's
list.
a radio giveaway. Yeah.
It's a radio give. Now this is a 1-minute race. Okay. All right. So stick with
This
me.
seems, I've never been on this side where I see what Craig. This looks complicated. All this stuff that you're.
Let's all take a moment and recognize what Craig does.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Kurt's
That
day.
seems so condescending. Let's give Craig 1 second to say, "Cool, good job."
He gets 1 moment
He made the Friends
of
reference.
acknowledgement.
Ray says Vera Farmiga needs to be in it. Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. Carrie Coon's got to be back though.
Yeah,
She's got to take those kids to New York.
yeah.
Hey, if the new team, if they just come out and the new team is Paul Rudd,
Oh,
Carrie
yeah,
Coon,
yeah.
I'm into that.
and Bokeem Woodbine, the sheriff from the first Lucky's
Oh,
dad,
that'd be cool.
he's like,
It's all the parents.
all the parents.
Yeah, dude.
That would be so
Yeah.
funny. And Rick
That'd be
Moranis.
awesome.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
he's not gonna be
No, I don't think so. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes. Happy birthday.
We have a
to
1
Jake.
minute race. Oh God, you guys. 3 more people just entered.
That's okay. That's
All right,
how we
because-
started late. We are allowing latecomers.
All right. Well, I'm not happy about it, but we'll add you in this one.
Late,
time.
but worth the wait.
Okay. Abby, say something to kill time while I get this set up again.
I just love this race. It's like we get to have like an athletic program happening in front of us, and it's very exciting.
I want to say so. Ray Cameron says all the parents except podcast because he has no parents. I think it'd be very funny if they continue that and he's just in New York, no parents ever mentioned, nothing. He's just hanging out with them for no reason, and we never. That'd be great. I think that'd be great.
And for some reason,
Because in real life, his parents are awesome.
yeah, they're wonderful people. It's the first time he's in New York, and he's like an expert on the subway, like immediately. Like, it's like, how does he know?
Dude, yes.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's time for the race. Enjoy. May the best monster win. Hopefully, it's a Stay Puffed. Here we go. I can't tell if the sound's going.
I can hear it.
Is it going?
Yes.
They can hear it? Okay.
Sounds great.
There we go. All right. Well, it's quite a race so far. I hope the winner lives close. I don't have to mail anything.
The city looks good today.
We forgot to mention it. It's pickup only.
Not come to my house unless you have a
Curbside.
third working microphone.
We got a crawl space.
Oh, Jason Grohowski is taking it down there. McFly Toys, who, wow, he's Stay Puffed. I want Stay Puffed to win here. What if Beducci wins his own print?
Wow.
All right, here we go. By the way, little tip, if you're in the lead right now, you're probably not going to win. We've learned
Yeah.
that.
You're peeking now.
I'll tell you, somebody's going to be coming up from behind right about now.
Durant.
Right about now. Durant! Nice.
Durant?
Way to go, dude.
That's awesome. All right. So, Durant, hope you're here. DM us at YHS Podcast on Twitter or on Instagram and give us your shipping address, and we will send you the Logan Kim Troy's doing Turtles references. Kick the damn rabbit.
The music is still going. I don't know if you want that to not
No,
go.
I don't. Okay.
Excellent.
Congratulations, Durant. That was pretty cool.
Way to
That was pretty
go.
cool. All right. Well, guys, this was it. This was our show. Thank you so much for tuning in, sticking with us. It turned out to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Ghostbusters, and we'll keep
We needed new brakes and tune up and a couple new things under the hood.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Feeling
now
like
we're
an extra
running.
one, you know?
Come on, darling.
yeah. From
Yeah.
from that movie.
From the-
Okay.
that movie.
Jacob, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I want to tell Mr. Michael there that there is no mandatory Mando. We sunk that ship. It's gone. We're not really feeling that show this season, and we're just what we're gonna do is we wanted to do this. We thought the Ghostbusters stuff was a little more important, and we were already doing. Some of us are recording 4 or 5 shows a week already, so we said, you know what? Fuck Mandalorian. We're just gonna we'll continue to talk about Mandalorian, but in the regular YHS stuff. So during regular YHS episodes, we'll have some Mando stuff in there, but we wanted to save the live, the sauce.
Mandatory
for
Mando has been
Ghostbusters.
canceled due to lack of hustle.
Yes. And
Not on
Not on our part. That's
on
a
Star Wars.
That's a heavyweights quote.
Capital P says it's good to see Ghostbusters talk happening again. Gets me pumped. Yeah, that's why we do this, right?
Yeah, dude.
Like, to be honest, like we, there's a million channels doing Mandalorian after shows and doing it really well. We all love Star Wars, but like Ghostbusters is
Yeah.
Listen, I was just watching Geek Dad Live's Mando show and then just regurgitating what he was saying. So.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're taking really hardcore
fucking-
notes too.
Yeah, secondhand.
But seriously, we wanted to find. That's funny. We wanted to kind of fill a gap. We wanted to, we've been doing YHS for a long time, but we want that dedicated Ghostbusters content. We want this to be a destination for fans to come talk and hang out on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be good. I'm excited. We're gonna make this a really fun thing, and we appreciate you guys being here. Lots of people for our first night. This was great.
Yeah.
Abby, I'll give you the final thought.
Well, it's hot as Hell's Kitchen in here, and that's not the title. I'm just happy to be with you guys, and I'm glad that we were able to coast through some of the technical stuff, and everyone deals with that. And I'm really happy that so many people showed up to chat and hang, and this feels like our classic hangout, talking about Ghostbusters. This is our bread and our butter.
Brian, I'm gonna do more of the he said finish the Marty series. That's what we call Back to the Future.
I was gonna say.
I think he meant the Maddie series. Yes, I'm going to do more of the Maddie Collector history of videos. I'm glad you enjoyed those.
Hey, I've been telling him to do that for months. So
Do you know how hard it is to do these kaiju races?
then don't start it.
Y'all just kiss already. Kiss.
Falling in love over here.
For Abigail Gardner,
Yes.
Jacob
that's me.
Walsh, my name is Craig Goldberg saying, so be good, for goodness sake.
Whoa.
You're just gonna steal my
Because
fucking.
there's a sequel that's coming.
Oh, thank you. That was pretty
Okay,
good. That
that's
was pretty good.
good.
I'm not happy that you
Really commandeered your ship.
Yeah, but it's been happening for 7
It's
years.
been happening since we met
AJ
you.
said next time all 3 of us should share a mic.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. Triple mic.
Triple mic. I am looking for the outro music, but I can't find it, and I just want to end this show.
Wait.
so-
I can find music.
No, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Look,
Bye, everybody. Follow us
I'm
on
gonna play some
Instagram
rock.
and Twitter at YHS Podcast. We will see you next time. Tell a friend, like the video, leave a comment. Bye.
Hey, I'm a good DJ. I just saved this. Totally